Full and uncut versions available on Patreon. Check in the description below.
Greetings, all you marvelous people out there, and welcome to the last little bit of Moon Girl content out there. Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur's Moon Girl's Lab, which I guess was a series of shorts that were released, and because I'm not just willing to let my Moon Girl fixation die out just yet, I want to ease myself into not seeing this amazing character again. The ride in this series was great, but I think this will be a nice little send-off sorts, so that I can finally just let her go. So join me, won't you? Oh, dinosaur exhibit. Oh, Bone Raider. Just goes around stealing dinosaur bones? What a jerk. Man, Sauron would have a... would hate this guy. Oh, really? Dang. Catch him with your claws. Okay. The brains and the brawn. Interesting. Oh, you get a nice little song. Oh, okay. Actual teaching. All about different appendages, eardrum, smell. Okay. Tiny little saws. Oh, wait. How was Devil able to get his teeth up to his horn? I mean, it's a great song, though. The closest living relative is a chicken. And if you go that far, technically he should have feathers. Oh, that was cute. But it's time for the next one. Yeah, we're doing them all, baby. Ooh, ice cream. Oh, Vincent. Wait, what? Just Vincent? Okay, are some of these people real? Like, to the comic? Oh my god, this dude is real. He's an X-Men villain. Or at least a character in the X-Men. He's a mutant. Cool. Okay. So it's always kind of hit or miss, because I don't think Bone Raider's a real Marvel character. Well, from the comics. Interesting. So what does he want with ice cream? Oh god. So he's kind of like Metamorpho. Okay, understanding states of matter. Yeah, there it is. That's because this is what this is called. I'm glad you get more stuff with her voice actor actually singing, because Diamond White has such an amazing voice. The idea of not using it more is criminal, actually, and this is probably stuff they couldn't dedicate a whole episode to. Solid liquids and gases. Oh wait, did she just say his last name? Vincente, that's what she said. Oh, it's not Vincent, it's Vincente. Okay, because he does have the E at the end. Oh, so that changes his name a little bit. Interesting. She's made it so that he can't shift his molecular form. Oh, wait, what happened? He's raiding the ice cream. Yeah. You know he's eating the ice cream. Oh, this is nice for kids to learn various different, educational factoids and stuff like that. Good on you, Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur, for going the extra mile. I know someone's probably complaining that you didn't get to have, more episodes, but hey, it's not bad. Really, chemical spill. What? Oh god, who is it this time? Oh, just mutated plant life. Oh, what is this one? Just learning about plants? Oh, understanding how plants gain nutrition. That's nice. It needs sunlight. Yeah. Chlorophyll. Yeah. Plants need sunlight, water, and nutrient-enriched fertilizer. Casey's getting wet. Yeah, and then fertilizer, yeah. Casey's just getting the worst end of all of this. Yeah, okay. Carbon dioxide. So essentially what we breathe out is what plants breathe in. And plants breathe out what we need to breathe in. You know, that's why the destruction of plant life and stuff like that is a big no-no. If you don't have a lot of plants in your area, you ain't gonna have a good time. That's what's up. Casey, you may look like a mess, but one last insult. Casey. You know what? I might not have minded this happening to you back when I just met you, but she didn't deserve this. Casey did nothing to deserve this. Would have been cool if they actually had the plant monster as an ally in something. So we've learned about adaptations, parts of the body, and stuff like that help you do various different things and achieve various different goals. We've learned about states of matter, which are very simple. Solid, liquid, gas. And I didn't actually know plasma was classified as another state of matter. I would have actually liked them to have gone into that just a little bit. I feel like maybe one of the episodes did a little bit, but maybe I kind of check that out a little bit. I've never been good with science and stuff like that, but I definitely need to show these to my kids. I didn't even know this was a thing. This is good stuff. Love it. Rudy, really? Friggin' Rudy. Also, in one of the previous episodes in the museum, did Rudy roll through? I could have sworn I saw his car. Why can't you catch him? Physics? Forces in motion. Ah, Newton's laws of motion. Okay. Rudy never uses the brakes. Oh, find a way that he'll run out of gas. Oh, thrust and gravity. Oh, wait. Oh, gravity to accelerate. Momentum. Yeah. So even if he runs out of gas, he'll still have momentum. Oh, no friction means that he'll skid out of control. But will it work? Oh, he's just sliding on through. Oh my god, really? No way! They actually caught Rudy! Backup ride. No way! Oh, dang. Oh, of course we wouldn't catch him in a short. I don't know how he keeps doing that. Rock on, Rudy. Oh, Coney Island. Oh, wait, Abyss? No. Nox? That sounds familiar. Now, to the wiki. I'm definitely kind of familiar with her. Kinda. Now, here from Doctor Strange, also known as the Greek entity Nick. Maybe not. I could have sworn I recently saw her in something specific. Oh, she's one of the Fear Lords. That's what it is. Okay, that's probably why I know the name. I'm just like, I feel like I know this entity. Like one of the Fear Lords, kind of like Nightmare and the Dweller in Darkness or Despair and stuff like that. That explains a lot. Okay, that's where I probably... But I could have sworn I saw her in some kind of storyline more recently. Or am I thinking... Maybe I'm thinking of over in DC. Maybe there was a DC character named Nox or Nyx or something. But is she supposed to be like the Greek embodiment of like chaotic or energy or something like that? Then I guess I would have seen her somewhere previously. She would exist in both Marvel and in DC. So I guess that really doesn't narrow it down. Oh well, let's see what this is all about. I guess since they redeemed Abyss, they couldn't really use her again. Sunblaster for Moon Girl. Look, it's not as off-brand as you would think because light from the sun reflects off the moon, causing it to illuminate. That's why you can see it during the night. So it's not as off-brand as she might say. The sun and the moon are two halves of one whole. In most forms of religion and imagery and stuff like that. Light. Oh, refraction. Okay. So I don't think Nox is so much of a fear lord here as she's just... It just looks like she's using Dark Force Dimension energy, much like Abyss. But Abyss could use her powers in a different way. Is she absorbing light? Light is energy we can see. Light can give heat. Light is super speeded. Light through light you can see rainbows. Reflection. Light bounces off of surfaces. Yeah. Oh, actually that's not bad. Lead her into a hall of mirrors. Yeah. What happens when it's coming from at you from all directions? Oh, okay. I thought she got annihilated. Just call it the Sunblaster. Hey, it's a good name. She really should have talked about how the light from the sun reflects off the moon. That would have been good. This has put me in a bit of a sciencey mood. Second Avenue. Ooh, music. Oh, really? Flying Fox. Didn't we already see this villain before? I think so. Yeah, we've seen her before. Yeah, I remember. A very obscure character, a Scarlet Spider villain. Only had one appearance in the comics, which is what keeps catching me off guard. Do you even know what she is? Artificially evolved bat from Mount Wundagore. Okay. I think I also read that last time she showed up. A product of the High Evolutionary. Yeah, that makes sense. Him and his friggin' furries. Not gonna lie, you'd think there'd be more artwork of Flying Fox. Someone should do something. Night vision. Okay. Wait, but echolocation. But Devil's not here. Oh, no, now he is. Okay, never mind. Echolocation. Sound bounces off of things. There's actually a young boy I know, I've heard of in the news, who also does the same thing. He makes this clicking noise and he uses the sound that bounces off of objects in order to help him get around. It's actually very fascinating. So with enough training, even humans can use it. So I think maybe he might have a little bit more of an acute sense of hearing than others because of his blindness. But if it was that easy, most blind people would be doing it. And it's probably only useful in certain situations. But even still, wait, Flying Fox, I mean, they lead more into the fox angle, and yet she's supposed to be an evolved bat. So did they lean? I feel like they leaned more into the fox thing because she looks more like a fox. I mean, she looks more like a fox. Oh, reduce the noise with insulation. Yeah, so she won't see it and she'll run right into it. Yeah, nice. Nice. I like getting to see some of these more minor villains again for stuff like this, because they always use them in the openings and stuff for cold openings, action scenes. It's not a bad use of small-time villain. Bobby the Myth. Okay. Oh, LOS. She made a lot less appearances in the second season. Oh, wait. Is that almost looks like Awesome Andy. Oh, whoa, wait. He's specifically here to destroy music? Gamma Droid. Gamma Droid programmed by the Mad Thinker. I think it is Awesome Andy. Okay, with a little bit of research, the Gamma Droid was created by the Mad Thinker, who did create Awesome Andy. But Awesome Android, Awesome Andy, was a different entity, but the Gamma Droid was made to look like Awesome Andy, but was specifically designed to take on the Hulk. Specifically Red Hulk, I believe. So, kind of Awesome Andy and kind of not. And he, maybe, might be gamma powered, but if it's specifically made by the Mad Thinker and that square head, it's definitely an homage to Awesome Andy. Which, Awesome Andy was the best. I think I love Awesome Andy so much, mostly because of his time in, I think it was the She-Hulk comics, I think, where he was just kind of a guy who hung around a little bit. Like, Awesome Andy was a really nice guy. I was really kind of bummed when he stopped kind of showing up in a lot of stuff, but I think he made a reappearance in a more recent She-Hulk comic from a few years back. So the Awesome Androids have a nice connection with the Hulk. Well, both positive and negative connections with the Hulk and stuff like that. But this one touches my heart specifically. Though I doubt this Gamma Droid's gonna have anything interesting going on. Oh, she's not gonna suit up? Coding. Oh god, no. No, not coding. Oh, no. No. Oh no, I've tried doing coding in multiple different avenues. It never works out for me. Program to be mean. Rewrite his code. Dressed up like they're from the Matrix. JavaScript, oh god. Wait, Java and JavaScript are different? Oh god, that shows how much I know about coding. He has an Ethernet connection. Okay, I was questioning, it's just like, does he have wireless interaction for you to be able to hack into him or anything? Because in actuality, you need to be directly connected to the device in order to access it. Because most people would put up like protections and firewalls that wouldn't allow you to wirelessly access a device. Like going in through his Ethernet connection. Yeah, I was like, is he really just gonna wait for you to get into his programming? RAM is data memory, yeah. The RAM is kind of like, just the memory. With more RAM, it's able to store more memory and stuff like that. Oh, yeah, the specific coding, not all bad. Wait. Make him a dancing android. Oh my god, he's twerking! He hit the dab! Oh man, barely any Bobby the Myth. Oh, that's cute. Hey, this might actually be the origin of Awesome Andy the android. You never know. I doubt it'll ever show up in any capacity, but it was still nice. Alright, gang. Last episode on the docket of Moon Girl's lab, which has actually been a lot more fun than I would have thought. The moon is not made out of cheese. Oh, the Beyond. Of course, the Beyonder. Of course. Lawrence Fishburne had to get in there somehow. The Great Beyonder. Uh-oh. What is it this time? Okay, so the title Moon Girl Saves the Moon, we were gonna make sure that she really actually has any association with the moon beyond the name. Oh my god. Moon Girl Saves the Moon. Or the importance of the moon. Yes, with the moon, the gravitational pull of both the Earth and the moon keep it within a gravitationally synced with the sun and keeps it in its rotation. But without it, that would cause too much of a shift. With the moon being gone, next thing you know, Earth is hurtling off course. And while it might not happen immediately, we would end up either flying towards the sun or flying away from the sun. That would cause freezing or overheating. We already have too much climate issues, and that would happen over a long period of time. But the moon also has such an effect on the tide that without it, oh god, what would that do to the tide without the moon? Because we know that with the moon moving closer, aside from it crashing into the Earth and causing a lot of problems, we'd be probably killed more by the rising tides and currents and stuff like that before the moon ever actually even hit us, if I'm correct. I'm not really sure. But the moon is like vital to our survival and the planet. That's why it's understandable that some people question the existence of life on other planets, because the ecosystem of Earth is just so specific and has so much nuance to it. And it's just like all these combination of different things that came together in such a way that allows for us specifically and the other entities to live on it. It's really a question of, even if there was another planet like Earth out there, the chances of us ever finding it are astronomical, because it's such an oddly specific set of circumstances. But you would think that at least some other forms of life would exist out there in some capacities, but maybe it does, but just not in a capacity that we would recognize it. That's what we keep searching for, something that we personally would recognize. But because there's a billion different ways that life could exist out there in the greater universe, then who knows if we've already seen it, but just not recognized it, because it's not something we, in our existence, would understand. I've gone more off course than anything else here. Sorry, it just got my mind thinking. Yep. Oh, they did talk about light from the moon and stuff. Yep, moon controls the tides. Yeah, like without the moon, like, it really would throw off currents, the tides, just everything. Is that asteroid even big enough to hurt the moon? He's having a fun time. I mean, it's only the size of Devil. Just jamming out. But asteroids hit the moon all the time. That's where a lot of the craters on it are from. This was just a glorified lesson. He had to be a part of Moon Girl's lab. Oh, where did he go? Oh, it's not made of cheese. Well, let's be honest. Despite Devil's appetite, he ain't gonna do much harm to the moon. With any luck, he arrives on the blue area of the moon. But you only know that if you're a real Marvel fan. What a way to end all of this. It was fun. I won't say that I learned a lot, but I love the idea of it. It's a great concept. A very great concept. And just because I'm that greedy, here's the theme song takeover. Because I just want more. Okay. Oh, it's Devil specifically. Essentially, this is what was going on when Lunella was literally grounded. Aw. Yeah, don't crush anything. Oh, good luck. No, you can't fit in there, D. Oh, God, Devil! No crushing! Oh, and the song is him singing. Oh, no, Devil, no! No, bad. Oh my God, not in the school! Not in the school! Not as coordinated as you would hope. It was a good try. Yeah, might need to not do that one again. not hating on Devil. He's been around for a long time. Love him. You know, even when he was the pet of the Hulk family, but just there's a reason he's always teamed up with a Moon Girl or a Moon Boy. Devil's great, but a solo act he is not. That was fun. I'm sure there's like maybe some other stuff I could check out, but these were the things that were the most on my radar, in my periphery, that I still hadn't checked out. And I just really appreciate this team, because it's at a point where even if Moon Girl were to just spontaneously come back at some point, there's no guarantee it would be the same team of writers, animators, voice actors. Something would change that would just throw off what made this so special. Because even with stuff that I enjoy that has come back later down the line, there's always something that is like, that's just not the same. And it's just like, but I appreciate the time that I've spent with this series. I said it again, I said it before at the last episode of Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur, but I'll say it again. This has really been very special, and it really speaks to the character, because that's the thing. The character in the comics is always good, but in animation, sometimes that just brings out an element to the character that you never even would have thought of. And while some people might hate that now the animation has influenced the character in the comic, I don't always hate that, because even I read Moon Girl when it first came out, and I'm just like, honestly, I would love if they brought more elements from the animation into the comic. The only downside is that sometimes when they do that, some of those elements lose some interesting factors, or they don't really bring in enough. You know, you can't always have a Harley Quinn situation where a character is adapted in, because even Harley Quinn, when she was adapted into comics, didn't quite hit it off immediately. And honestly, Harley Quinn in the comics ended up inspiring the Harley Quinn show, which you can see some of those reactions on my channel. But Harley Quinn in the Harley Quinn show worked a little bit better than in the comics. So Harley Quinn just works better in animation sometimes. You get more interesting moments or nuances to characters in animation. Not saying that comics are bad in any capacity, but just sometimes there's an element that can sometimes be lacking, or you have an element introduced in animation that you never knew that you'd love to see in the comics as well, that just couldn't be pulled off in the comics. So kudos to this team, kudos to Lawrence Fishburne and everyone he worked with for bringing this to life. I don't really know how much of a handle he had on this whole thing, but he was very deeply involved, and I would just love to pick his brain about why he was so passionate and involved in this, because you don't always get celebrities of his caliber being so involved, at least in terms of voice acting, with something like this. But there were whole episodes where he'd show up. He had cameos here, there, and everywhere. It was very interesting, but a great show, a great adaptation and changes to the character. Maybe they shouldn't integrate some of them into the comics, just because sometimes it doesn't always translate that great. But Moon Girl hasn't really had a solid release of comics going all the way through for a hot minute now, so hey, you never know, maybe a few changes might do her some good. But what do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and on the comics in general, or in animation. Did you like the lessons that you either learned or relearned or just experienced, or did you just have fun with the animation and just seeing these more minor villains? Which villain would you like to have seen who is very lesser known, that in the comics and stuff like that you would have loved to have seen Moon Girl face off with? I just want to just Moon Girl it up. Just let me know in the comments and all that good stuff. But until next time, I've been Duuz-Diz-Din. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And who knows, maybe we'll see Moon Girl again somewhere amongst the stars. Till next time, take care. Bye-bye.